Okay, the next phase is the second player command phase. As you'll remember, the German player is the second player in this scenario. This is where you will issue commands to your various companies. Each of these units represents a platoon, so 3 of them will constitute a company in this game. And independent units will also be issued commands according to the player's desire, I guess, since they are independent and not part of a given company. So in this particular case, this unit is an independent command, and thus I can, it doesn't have to obey or be a part of the same command as these 3 units. So basically this unit, you got different commands. There's a bound command where units must leave the hex or undergo a change of status within the hex, i.e. go into change into column or limber, interdifilade, stuff like that. And some of that may not be accurate, but it's basically, the unit does something within the hex, and that constitutes movement. The next command you can give a company is the Overwatch command, and the Overwatch command is probably the most important because only units with an Overwatch command can fire in opportunity fire and Overwatch fire during the game turn. So I'm going to issue Overwatch fire to these guys, which we all know is the 88 gun. Then you have a bounding Overwatch, which some units move while other units stay in Overwatch mode. Then we have a withdrawal command. You can give it to companies who have a certain morale state, and they will pull back, kind of to withdraw. Then we have a rally command, where various platoons of a company can change their morale state to a better one. We have a regroup command, in which platoons can consolidate into another unit of the same type. Like if you're a tank unit, you got 2 tank units that have suffered several losses, you can make them become one if they're the same type of tank from the same command and you don't exceed the initial strength of that unit. So that's pretty much the command phase for both the first player and the second player. These units I'm going to issue bound commands because I want them to move into the city, town, whatever it is, for better protection. And we'll use the AA guns, or anti-tank guns, sorry. Well, they are actually AA, the 88s. So we're going to use those in an Overwatch mode at the moment. So let me swing over here real quick, just get kind of another idea here. These units are all going to go into a bound command, so they can move and reoccupy or occupy positions. They give them a little better defensive benefit. And we have the units up here, the Ally American units. I want to call them Ally, but they're basically American units. Sorry. And they're in column, so they're all going to be given a bound command so they can move. Now, these terms were not used during World War II, but this game uses them because they have a modern version of this game. I think it's Red Star, White Star, or something like that. I'm not sure. That uses the same system on a much larger scale. And there's also let me think a minute. There's also an Arab Israeli version of this also that uses this scale. So anyway, that wraps up the command phase for the second player, and the next phase will be first player movement.